Okay. As you can see here, this is a 2012 Kia Rio. I am doing, I'm changing the spark plugs. When accelerating, the vehicle was jerking. Usually if that happens, you can hook up a scan tool to it, which I did, and it said that it needed spark plugs and ignition coils. So we're gonna do the process of elimination here. We're gonna start with just changing out, it probably needs coils, but we're gonna go on and just change the plugs first. It's safe to drive the car. If it's doing it, it's just annoying because it's jerking, and you'll get a check engine light. So I've already done 2 of these, and I'm about to do the 3rd one. These plugs were in really bad shape, and I'm going to show you right now. This is a very simple job. You don't need to pay someone to do this. This is very easy, and that's why I'm filming this for you. These plugs and the coils come out very easily. So I've got 1 and 2 in. And another thing that I do is as I change each coil, I go and I crank the car up. Leave the video going. I crank the car up just to make sure everything is okay and the work that I'm doing one by one is working out. So okay. 2 down, 2 to go. And I will complete taking this one out. So we know that so far everything is working. Check engine light is still on. That is normal. You usually have to drive it off. So now that I have 2 of them done, I'm going to just show you exactly what needs to happen here. So I took the cover off. The cover connects to these right here. And I just pull the cover right off. It comes off very easy. So I've already taken that off. I'm going to pull the coil. You're going to hear some snapping and crackling. I'm going to be quiet while I pull it. Oh. Yeah, not a lot of noise on that one. Put your spark plug socket on. I usually start out by hand, just make sure I get it on there. Reposition it right here. This is in real time, people. This is not me speeding up the video. So what I'll do is pop that off and just twist it out by hand. And I'm going to show you the condition of this plug. It's in really bad shape. This vehicle has 122,000 miles on it. And I bet you this is the culprit right here. Should I bring it up in the light?
No.
Okay. Let me show you the plug. Look at that. That thing is, it's gone. It's burnt. It's fried. Wow. All right, let me change it out. You can stop it. Here is what the spark plug is supposed to look like. Oops. Okay, picked it up from Advanced Auto Parts. I had to go somewhere close to get it done. So here's the trick to putting this in. Sorry, I had it the wrong way. But you want to just kind of put this into the boot a little bit, and you want to leave this out, because what happens is as you torque it down inside of the well, it gets stuck, and then this comes off of here, and it's really annoying. So what I'm doing is I just barely have it in there with the boot. I put it in. I make sure, see, I kind of just make sure that I don't put too much pressure on it. I'm just threading it in, because I don't want to cross thread it. I've had that happen with an old car, and it wasn't even me, it was another guy who did it. did a tune-up, and he cross-threaded the spark plug, and eventually the spark plug popped out. So we had to use this tool from Napa that allowed us to make new threads in the well, and then we put the spark plugs in, and it worked like new. So as you can see, I've got it now. It's getting tight, and what I do here is I just want to, so first thing I want to do is I just want to pull this out. So see, I've got that out. The plug is in the well. So what I do now is I go back in there and I press down just a little, and I turn until I feel some resistance from the plug, like, oops. There's that resistance. Then I take this, and you don't want to put too much pressure because I don't want it to get stuck. And I torque it a little bit just to make sure that it's tight in there and it doesn't pop out. It's tight. Now it should. This is what I'm trying to avoid. So far I've had to do that on every one, but now you know how it's done. So this is not my favorite car, and it never will be. But I'm gonna tell you guys a few things that you need to know in summary, because I feel like I spent the time to make that video that I should point a few things out. So first of all, the check engine light came on. The vehicle was shaking like really bad. And generally upon acceleration, but even when it was idle, it was shaking really, really bad. So here's how I solved the overall problem. This here, I used the blue driver, and it told me that the number 3 cylinder was misfiring, and you go 1, 2, 3. You count from the front of the engine, because this is the front of the engine where the belts and the pulleys and everything, that is the front, if I remember correctly, but that's how I remember it. 1, 2, 3. Well, obviously I am correct because this fixed the problem. So I replaced this. Drove all over town. They wanted $140 at Kia. At the Kia dealership, they wanted $140 for just one of these. I got this one from AutoZone. After tax, it was about $35. I think it was like $32 and some change, like $32.49 before tax. It's very simple to take out. This is a 10mm socket. You take that out, it comes right out. This is very, very easy. It's one of the easiest, yeah, easily one of the easiest spark plug jobs I've ever done in my life. I mean, I worked on it last night, changed out all the plugs, but the boot inside of the spark plug socket was holding on. Well, little did I realize last night that I already had a whole nother tool set that had the 5/8 socket without that boot in it. So I was able to go back in here and tighten these down. The vehicle did run better, but it was still giving me the check engine light. So I went on and changed the coil as it suggested. This has done the trick. The car is no longer running rough. It is no longer jerking upon acceleration or in idle. It works fine. I would recommend going on and changing these. I wanted to change them all, but they didn't have any more. This was the only one they had left. I will find the other 3, hopefully for around that same price, because I don't want to invest a lot of money in this vehicle because I am planning to sell it. It's not that it's giving us a bunch of, this is the first setback that we've had with the vehicle, and we've had it well over a year now. It's been good to our 18-year-old daughter, but it's time to move on. She's getting ready to go away to school, and this car is just going to be sitting, and the insurance is super high. So that is ultimately why I'm selling it. There's no other reason for me to sell it. Like I said, it's been there. It's reliable for the most part. There is a little bit of an issue here with the coolant, the overflow. The seller didn't have the hose, and he seemed to not want to be honest about what it would take to sort that out. But I'm looking at this thing overall as if it were a rental car. You know, for $5,000 to get a vehicle that You know, basically it was 10 years old when we bought it. We bought it last year in 2022. I believe it was May of 2022 when we bought it. Right now it is late July, or well, let's just say mid-July of 2023. So this is the first setback that we've had with it. Like I said, $5,000. We haven't done anything else. Oh, yeah, actually we have. We've had a few tire incidents. So we put new tires on it right away, pretty much, and then our daughter has, she did this. So she kind of runs into things here and there, and she's popped a couple tires. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It's life. So here we are. Once again, I would say, if you ever have any issues and your car's jerking or anything like that, I will pull that code and I'm going to put it in this video so people will know how to find it easier. I feel like this would help people, and that is the ultimate goal of this channel, is to help people. So if you feel like you got some help out of this or some good advice, I would appreciate the thumbs up and the subscription even, because we're going to be doing more automotive stuff like this. We may even convert this channel to where it's automotive and move all of the other videos to a separate channel. That way people who are looking for one thing, they can just come here and they know that what they're going to get. And also let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. Do you think I should convert this channel to and just like basically an automotive only channel with what little I know about auto mechanics, but I do know stuff about it. It's just as time goes on, auto mechanics is becoming more of an IT job than an actual job for a technician. Things have changed a lot since I first started driving in the late 80s, but here we are. Car's fixed, it's ready to go, and I'm gonna put the cover back on. It's so easy to put the cover back on. These are two spots right here where it just snaps on, right here and here. You just press it down and put it on there and you're good to go.